Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. It's been quite some time, but of course, with time comes change. And I have purchased something else. This time, I have purchased a 1980 Chevrolet El Camino. So let's do a walkthrough. Now, I'm a little bit crammed for room, but this is a 1980 El Camino, and I picked it up for $950. $950. And yes, it has rust in some spots, got some rust, but for $900, for $900. And yes, there's been some modifications that I haven't done. Pretty much, I bought this car with the intention of just using it as a driver because I've always wanted a 1980 El Camino. Always. Well, I love the body style. The Malibu front end. I've always loved that 1980 look. Lots of people like the 79. I like the 1980. But yeah, these around the Chicagoland area don't really surface too often. Yeah, they don't really surface that often, and if they do, they're usually very overpriced. And girlfriend didn't shut the door, but yeah, as you could see, yeah, this thing is pretty damn nice, and everything works in it. Everything works between the horn to the wiper motors, headlights, everything works. And just some rust in spots. But yeah, this one is a driver. This one is a driver. And when I bought it, I was a little hesitant because $900 doesn't buy you that much nowadays. So pretty much where I was at with it was I didn't know what I was getting into. And once I bought it, I said, there's no way I'm going to be able to, get this thing running and driving. So when I bought it, all it needed was the fuel line patched up and the transmission, Turbo 350. So I replaced the fuel line myself. And with transmissions, I'm kind of weird with that. Hold on, I'm just going to set this down. Yeah, with transmissions, I'm kind of weird whenever it comes to that kind of stuff because I don't really have the skill to rebuild them. I could just remove them. So this is a shop that I always deal with in Naperville that takes care of all that shit. They even tow the vehicle, and it just makes sense, It just makes sense to have them do it. And it wasn't that much more than a bench build. If I was to remove it and send it somewhere, it would have been between $600 and $700, and this place did it for $1,000. So, once I got the trans done, I went on my way, and I have driven this thing for 1,000 miles. And I'm telling you, it is a little mixture between. Damn it, I know I'm so not good at this. Holding it the opposite way, but when driving this, it's like you're driving a truck, but it steers like a Cutlass, and it feels like. So it steers and feels like a Cutlass. It kind of has a muscle car feel with that bench seat, and it drives like a truck. So it's like you get the best of all worlds. So it's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing. And to me, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. And to anybody who's actually looking into buying an El Camino, they are, I hate to say it, they are a blast. They're just amazing. And the gas mileage isn't horrible. This one actually had the 4.4 because it's a base model. It had the 4.4 in it, and I guess through time, it ended up with the 1989 K1500 350. And they put an electronic fuel pump in it, and the kid that had it before me put that speakers. You took the glove compartment out, and you put the speakers right there, and yeah, it's got Bluetooth and all that stuff. So, I'm using this as a driver. I'm hoping to not, get it all salted up, but yeah, this thing, it drives very nice, and you're able to use it as a truck. And to me, it's It's cool. You know, it's an oddity. It's something that nobody has anymore. Whenever you're driving, you never see one driving down the street anymore. You know, you never really see, especially in the wintertime, you'll never see one. But the only problem with the wintertime is that they're not that good in the snow. There was a little bit of snow in the driveway, and I had to struggle getting this thing in the garage because I had to do a little bit of work to it. The brakes were starting to make noise, and it turns out that I changed out the calipers, changed out the pads and rotors, and I decided, pack the wheel bearings. So I did all that stuff just now, and I just got it done. Bled the brakes, and now I got to do the radiator because the radiator started leaking. It's just, this thing's going to be, next year, it's going to be 40 years old. I mean, for